Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Patman. And I got a new mic, so I'm hoping you guys enjoying this upgraded audio quality. But we are back on the Master Chief Collection. I'm actually taking my little 7-year-old daughter through the campaigns because she's been wanting to play Halo and see what it's all about. So hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. But in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about why I believe that Halo is due for a comeback and that it could reclaim
The title of King of First Person Shooters.
Alright guys, so thank you for making it past the intro, and let's get the video started right away. We're gonna go back and take a look at quick and brief history of Halo, all the way back 2001 when Combat Evolved came out, really took the gaming industry by storm, and single-handedly really provided the boost that the Xbox platform needed. It was the killer app. It single-handedly basically made Xbox what it was today. Xbox wouldn't have succeeded if it wasn't for Halo. They had that one game that everybody wanted to play, and the fact that you could play with your friends split screen and then do your local LAN parties and the multiplayer against your buddies. No other shooter really did that on console before it, besides maybe GoldenEye. GoldenEye was pretty popular back in the day, but Halo did it on so many levels, did so many things right. The control scheme was forever copied by other shooters. Halo really came out with that first. The regenerating health was a Halo thing. Holding only two weapons, that was a pretty big staple that Halo did. So, and then the great vehicles and things like that. So, Halo really paved the way for a lot of shooters, and you guys could hate on Halo all you want, but the fact of the matter is that without Halo, we wouldn't have Xbox. Fast forward to 2004, we have Halo 2 that basically made Xbox Live blow up. Xbox Live existed before Halo 2, of course, but Halo 2 was that killer game that everybody was looking forward to. You got, like, Halo was in the news. It was pandemonium when Halo 2 was coming out.
One of the most eagerly awaited video games finally goes on sale.
Preparing to rewrite retail history.
Video game is expected to have bigger first-day revenues than any movie has ever had an opening day at the box office.
Biggest retail launch in entertainment history.
Dozens of grown men and probably about 3 women have crawled out of their parents' basements tonight to be first in line to buy the new video game Halo 2.
Then we go on to 2007 when Halo 3 came out, and this was the absolute pinnacle of the series. Now, Halo 3 isn't my favorite Halo. Halo 2 is, but you cannot deny the popularity that Halo 3 brought to the series. Halo 2 was in the news, yes, but Halo 3 was like on. I remember the day at school that Halo 3 came out, and I was still rocking the old original Xbox. I didn't have a 360 yet, so all my buddies were out of school. My teacher asked me, dude, where is everybody? I'm like, dude, Halo came out today. And he's like, oh, well, that explains it. Like, Halo 3 was on the cover of my city's newspaper. Usually, people getting shot and stuff was on the cover of the newspaper, but not that day. When Halo 3 came out, that was the front page of our newspaper. And that was just the absolute epitome of the series right there. And Halo was a household name. You had games being called the Halo Killer that, just never, like, Killzone, and in games like that, just that never amounted to really being a Halo Killer, but you had games being referred to as the Halo Killer. And then the series kind of just phased out. Reach came out, and it was kind of disappointing, but now for some reason, much like a lot of other things like Infinite Warfare, Ghosts, and stuff, people for some reason hate a game when it comes out, but then when they go back and look at it, they all of a sudden love it. And I feel like that's what happened with Reach. People hated it at first because of the bloom, because of armor lock.
Fatality.
Savagely murdered my daughter, and she was pretty pissed. But, people were just not in love with Reach, and now people wanted it back, and it's coming to MCC, and now Halo's starting to come around again. Now, like my boy LL Cool J said, don't call it a comeback because I've been here before. And when Halo 4 came out, we thought that was the big comeback that Halo was going to have. Everybody was super hyped for Halo 4. Then it came out. And it was the most beautiful Halo game ever made. It was great graphically, pretty well received critically. Campaign story-wise was actually really good. One of my favorite Halos. Gameplay wise, not very good, and then the multiplayer was garbage, and it really pissed the community off, the hardcore Halo community. Halo was really not sticking to what it did best, and it was on the hype train of following trends like Call of Duty, trying to bring loadouts, and really lost what made Halo Halo. Now, I just want you guys to take a look at these sales figures here. This was in 2004 when Halo 2 came out. It's the #2 top sold video game, going head to head with the likes of Grand Theft Auto, Halo 3, going against Wii Sports that was sold with every single Wii system. And this is global, by the way. If it was the US, Halo's even higher on the list. It's like #2. Even when Halo 4 came out, directly competing with one of the best Call of Duties ever, Black Ops 2. A game that was on one system. And the amount of firepower that Halo had was just insane. Even in Halo 4, the hype was real. Everybody was excited to play as Chief again. Even though it was only a couple years after Reach came out, Reach didn't have Chief. So people were excited to play as Chief again. Usually Halo, of course, is on a 3-year cycle, but Reach to 4 was the exception. Then we get into Halo 5. And while Halo 5 is one of my favorite, probably my second favorite Halo multiplayer, the campaign was atrocious. The marketing that led up to Halo 5 was amazing. Everybody, the Hunt the Truth, the commercials, everything was spot on, and we thought we were going to get this epic story, epic campaign. And the marketing had nothing to do with the campaign story. And, you know, there was all those rumors about how the story got scratched and blah, 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 blah. There was no split screen, the thing that made Halo fun to play with your buddies, have them come over, do split screen, co-op, stuff like that. That was not in Halo 5. So to say Halo 5 was a disappointment is an understatement. I was actually really hyped for 5, probably more hyped than I've ever been for a Halo game, because I was buying into the marketing. I was excited. And now we are on a little bit of a hiatus. You know, after, let's not forget the Master Chief Collection debacle that single-handedly almost killed the series. When MCC launched, it was, I guess, too big of a bite for 343 to chew would be the best way to put it. Handling all those games at once, thinking that they could put it all on one disc and have it run flawlessly, and it was one of the worst video game launches in history to rival, you know, like Battlefield 4. And it was really difficult. Halo was in a terrible spot, and then when Halo 5 came out, the lack of content and the misleading marketing, Halo was not in a good place. Halo was threatening to die, and it all but did die. Now 343 has been doing a great job lately supporting MCC, even a few years later. And now, of course, the huge news that it's coming to PC has really reignited the franchise. I just wanted you guys to see this. Look at the original announcement trailer that was posted by the Xbox YouTube. Look at the likes to dislikes, and then look at the MCC on PC announcement trailer, and look at the likes to dislikes, and look at the hype that it really generated, and how many more people are paying attention to Halo now. And people are talking about Halo again. I mean, if you look at it on Reddit, it was all over when people were saying that it was coming to Steam, and people were going crazy. Reddit, the gaming subreddits, the PC subreddits, the Halo subreddit, of course. Everybody was loving them some Halo, and it felt good to, you know, have Halo be recognized again, like the good old days. And honestly, I think it's prime for a comeback. 343 knows this is their final chance with Halo, with Infinite, and they've built quite a good relationship with the community as far as MCC goes now, after they've fixed it and really listened to a lot of feedback. Bringing Reach over was another fan requested thing. Server browsers, they just upped the tick rate on the servers, gave it dedicated servers to Halo 3. Halo 3 feels better than it ever has, and now it has 60 hertz servers, which even games like Call of Duty aren't, or, you know, had that big debacle with freaking Blackout with the 20 hertz servers or whatever. Games that are making millions and millions and millions of dollars aren't putting these kind of these upgrades behind their system. So Halo's in a really good spot right now, and it's really, the ball's in 343's court, and they know that Infinite has to be a success. We're going to be on a 5-year hiatus from Halo 5. I don't think Infinite's coming out till 2020. I think that's all but confirmed. I've mentioned that in several videos. But the fact that Infinite and MCC are both coming to PC is huge for the longevity of the franchise. And there's a couple reasons why. First of all, you're giving it to a player base that hasn't had a Halo game in 12 years. They never even got to experience Halo 3. Halo 2 Vista came out, I believe, in 2007. Yeah, so 12 years. And you're giving those people the tools to basically let Halo flourish again. Things like Halo Custom Edition, the mods that people did for that game, where you could play like a Rainbow Road Mario Kart with warthogs, or be in Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time with, but you're playing on the Halo engine. Like, there were some really cool mods, and mods help the longevity of a game. And like I said, people are still playing that to this day, and 343 looks to be adding mod support to MCC, and that would be huge. Not only do we have the campaign, we're going to have all the multiplayers of all the core Halo games. And then on top of that, Forge. Forge is going to be insane on PC. You've seen the creations people make on Forge on console. Can you imagine on a PC what people are going to be able to build? And then the mod support when that comes. I mean, Halo is in a really good spot, and then we have Infinite coming out on PC. And that's going to be the big tell. Looks like it's going to be a reboot. A soft reboot. It's going to still take place after Halo 5, but seems like they're going back to their roots, the Halo 1 roots. We're back on a Halo ring for the first time since Halo 3, and you know, it looks to be open world-esque, and now the rumors are that it's the most expensive video game ever, and that probably has a lot to do with the new Slipspace engine that hopefully Microsoft is going to use for multiple titles. And they'll get their investment back. But Red Dead 2 was the most expensive game ever, and they're saying that this is costing about $500 million to make, which is insane. But that, to me, big budget like that, not only with the engine, but it also screams maybe it is open world. A lot of things have pointed that it might be light, have some light RPG elements. Maybe it's a shared world shooter. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? But I am really excited for Halo Infinite, and these are the reasons why, and they're small. I mean, look at the competition too that Halo has right now. Battlefield's not in a great spot after Battlefield 5. I mean, I heard Battlefield 5 is a good game. I haven't played it myself, so I'm not going to comment on the quality of the game, but it was a marketing clusterfuck, and EA really screwed that game over with their marketing. And then Call of Duty, go ahead and check out my video on it. Black Ops 4 is one of the worst Call of Duties ever, in my opinion, and has been really poorly supported after launch. And then there's these, crazy rumors about Treyarch and the development of Black Ops 4, how cumbersome it was. So Call of Duty and Battlefield, the two main FPS competitors of Halo, I would say. I mean, you got Overwatch and Rainbow Six, but those aren't on the level that Halo was. Battlefield and Call of Duty were your big guns. Halo is primed to take over again and be the king of first-person shooters, and now you're bringing it to PC, where you have the biggest player base out of any console, and it can only get better from here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for me. These videos take so much to make, and it really means the world to me. And if you want to have a discussion about Halo, my nerdy ass is always down about a discussion for Halo. So comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Halo game is, or if you're looking forward to playing Halo on PC, I'll be bringing you guys a lot of coverage of that. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for taking your time to watch. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Game over.